A miracle happened and I was shocked. My mother volunteered to attend a gay Christian conference. Our Christian faith is very important to us as a family. So when I came out to my mom at 19, she just looked at me and walked away. She came back the next day and said, "I know I can't change you, but God can." And that's all she had to say about it. As devastating as that was, it wasn't as scary as being kicked out or disowned. So I accepted it. So we both agreed to disagree. As I spent years reconciling my faith and my sexuality, my mom was busy praying my gayness away. It didn't stop me from talking about anything LGBT, because it's who I am. And sometimes we will get into debates as to what the Bible says about it, but we will always end up agreeing to disagree. Throughout the years, I would invite her to affirming church conferences. She would never attend, but she would go cross-country with me anyway because we still had a very close relationship even though she didn't accept my gayness. A miracle happened during the 2016 10 conference where I attended and she went shopping. When I came back to our room the first day, she casually asked me who the speakers were going to be for this conference. And I said, well, I don't know who they are, but I can read you some names. So I started reading the names on the schedule and she recognized somebody. And she declared, "I'm gonna go attend Tony Campolo's talk tomorrow." And I was shocked. My mother volunteered to attend a gay Christian conference. Wow. I tried to contain my excitement and just casually said, sure. So when the time came, she actually attended. But that was during the time when we were holding a vigil for the mass shooting of a gay club in Florida. And that whole thing just made her antsy. And she started making excuses. She wasn't feeling well. She was getting dizzy. Tony Campolo isn't going to come out and talk. This was all a mistake. And she just wanted to get up and leave. And I tried to tell her, no, don't worry. They're almost done praying. And Tony Campolo's gonna come out anytime now. So I just tried to keep her in her seat. After everything was said and done, my mom said, wow, he made a lot of good points. And to myself, I said, yeah, he basically just said everything I've been telling you over the years. And since it came from him, a church authority figure, it carried more weight than her daughter. It was fine. I will take it. So the next day, I attended the final day of the conference by myself, and they asked for volunteers of who want to share their testimony of what God has done for them this weekend. I, as a person who hates public speaking, felt compelled to get up there and share what happened with my mom and Tony Campolo. And this amazing thing that God did for me, he showed me that he is fighting this battle for me. That all I had to do was maintain a loving and caring relationship with my mother, and that this whole gayness thing is a non-issue. God's the only one who can change hearts. Debating what the Bible says with our loved ones doesn't change their minds at all. Based on my experience, it just makes my mom want to hold on to her positions more, even though I've studied the Bible more about this topic than she ever has. And she just chooses to believe what she believes without studying it any further. Even though God showed me that weekend that he is fighting for me, this battle is far from over. My mom is still unhappy about the fact that I'm gay, but since neither of us can change it, then both of us have opted for letting go and letting God. I'm grateful that my being gay has not changed my relationship with my mom in a significant way. That we both choose to put God first, and she recognizes how important my personal relationship with God is. It took me a really long time to reconcile my faith and my sexuality, and I shared the key things that God showed me to get me through that right here.